Mr. Abelson, it's John Watson. Mr. Abelson! Well, of course, it's open. I'm expected. Mr. Abelson, your doorman said... Oh my God!
Thank you for coming so quickly. I had a feeling you'd want to see this one.
I hope this one is different from the others, or is something completely new.
Oh, I think this is new. This victim was also stabbed, but look at what he drew into the floor before passing on.
Well, this scene is vastly different from the others. There are no signs of a struggle, no defensive wounds. This would suggest he was also drugged or poisoned before he was stabbed. The poor bugger never stood a chance and was unable to fight back.
He appears to have used his time-lapse moments to write someone's name down. Maybe to identify his killer?
Maybe.
Ha!
You have something to add?
While the markings on the floor are one letter short of a name, any person who speaks German would see a complete word. Rache, in German, means revenge.
Quite right. Lestrade, who is this man?
This is Mr. John Watson. He discovered the body.
That's Dr. Watson. And if you have even a lick of medical training, then you would understand why this man managed to live a little longer.
By all means, Doctor. What is your hypothesis?
If you fear that all the victims were being drugged or poisoned with some sort of substance, one could suspect that Mr. Abelson's weight lowered the drug's potency. So while he was still too weak to fight back, he was still lucent enough to write down this word.
Your diagnosis is correct, Doctor. Some might be offended to have their thunder stolen. I am instead grateful there is at least someone around here who is capable of seeing what is clearly before them. Do you have anything else you'd like to share, Doctor?
He was cold to the touch when I checked him for a pulse, which means he was dead at least several hours. That would put his time of death somewhere between 1 and 3 o'clock.
Quite right, Doctor. And please, tell me, what were you doing here when you discovered the body?
I had an appointment. Mr. Abelson was supposed to show me this apartment for rent. I'm new in town, and I'm looking for somewhere to live.
And what time did you arrive here?
I would say somewhere around 9:30, because it was just after breakfast. If you want an exact time, I'd recommend asking the doorman.
What doorman?
I didn't see one when I showed up. This way!
He was right here. He even said Mr. Abelson was expecting me.
That's not possible, considering the time of death. Which means he was either lying...
Or he's our killer.
Now, I need you to concentrate, Doctor. You are our only witness, Did he say anything to you or introduce himself?
No, but he knew me.
How so?
He knew I was a doctor. I introduced myself as John Watson, but he called me Doctor. He knew more than he was leading on.
Much more, apparently.
If this man is our killer, Dr. Watson is our only eyewitness. We need to put him into protective custody. He could be in danger if the killer knows we have someone who can identify him.
He can stay with me, Inspector. I have a spare room, and considering his medical expertise, I could use his help.
You? Asking for help? This is a first.
Try not to look so surprised.
If you don't mind, Doctor, we'd like you to stay with Master Holmes. It's just a precaution, but it's clearly a better option unless you'd rather sleep in one of the cots we have at the station.
I will stay with Master Holmes and do whatever I can to assist.
I'm right here, 221B, Baker Street.
It's quite the location, in the center of everything.
Right where I prefer to be, in the thick of things. Right up the staircase. I live on the second floor.
Who lives on the main floor?